Over 60. 4 worst nuts you should never touch, and 4 you must eat. For years, we've heard that nuts are the perfect heart-healthy snack. Doctors recommend them, dietitians call them superfoods, and every grocery aisle is packed with colorful nut mixes. But if you're over 60, it's time to take a closer look, because not all nuts are as safe as they seem. Some nuts can quietly do more harm than good. Instead of protecting your heart, they may raise your blood pressure, inflame your joints, or even cloud your memory. You won't find a warning label on the bag, yet new studies show that certain nuts can stress your liver or carry natural toxins that experts compare to cigarette smoke. Here's the hopeful part. When older adults removed just one of these harmful nuts from their diet, inflammation dropped and memory improved within weeks. That means with a few simple changes, you can protect your brain, your circulation, and your independence. Think about your own experience. Have you ever noticed more stiffness, foggy thinking, or digestive upset after snacking? Many people blame age, but the truth may be sitting right in your pantry. In this video, we'll uncover the 4 nuts you should avoid after 60, and the 4 best nuts you can enjoy every day to support sharper memory, stronger joints, and a healthier heart. Stay with me, because the nut most people believe is healthy may actually raise stroke risk, while another simple nut could cut Alzheimer's risk nearly in half. Worst nut number 4, macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts often look like a luxury snack. They're creamy, buttery, and sold as a healthy fat in trail mixes and cookies. But for adults over 60, they may not be as harmless as they appear. Here's why. Macadamias carry the highest fat load of any tree nut, over 70 grams of fat per 100 grams. While healthy fats are important, the type of fat in macadamias, especially palmitic acid, is harder for an aging body to process. After 60, the liver naturally works less efficiently, losing about a third of its filtering strength. When too much fat piles up, it raises triglycerides, fuels inflammation, and sets the stage for clogged arteries. Researchers have noticed this trend. In a recent study of older adults, those who ate macadamias several times a week developed significantly more plaque in their arteries compared to those who avoided them. The fatty acid profile was the clear culprit, sparking inflammation that stiffens blood vessels and increases heart risk. The kidneys aren't spared either. Macadamias contain phosphorus, which younger bodies handle well. But in seniors, too much phosphorus can quietly build up, making blood vessels hard and brittle, like pipes turning to stone. I'll give you a real example. Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio, loved her evening handful of macadamias. Within months, she began feeling unusually tired and noticed her legs grew heavy on short walks. Her lab tests revealed sky-high triglycerides. Once she swapped macadamias for almonds, the turnaround was striking. Her energy came back, and her cholesterol dropped to a safer range in just 2 months. So what's the takeaway? You don't have to quit macadamias all at once. Start by mixing them with almonds, then slowly phase them out. Almonds provide the same satisfying crunch, but offer heart-friendly fats that your liver and arteries handle with ease. Macadamias may taste indulgent, but after 60, they can become a silent burden on your heart, liver, and kidneys. Choosing a safer nut today could mean more energy, easier breathing, and better health tomorrow. Worst nut number 3, Brazil nuts. For years, Brazil nuts have been promoted as a superfood. They're praised for their high selenium content, often described as anti-aging, immune-boosting, and even cancer-fighting. On the surface, that sounds like the perfect snack. But for adults over 60, the reality is much different. Imagine this. You eat just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts a day, believing you're protecting your health. At first, nothing seems wrong. But over time, your hair feels thinner, your nails change, and you begin to feel more tired than usual. Weeks later, you notice your memory isn't as sharp or your mood feels unsteady. Most people would simply assume it's age catching up with them. In truth, it may be the nuts. The reason is selenium. Each Brazil nut contains almost twice the daily amount your body needs. A small handful can overload your system with more than 10 times the safe limit. When you're younger, the body can sometimes manage the excess, but after 60, the kidneys filter less efficiently, and selenium slowly builds up. This condition, called selenosis, can creep in silently. The early signs, hair loss, brittle nails, fatigue, are easy to miss. But as levels rise, more serious problems appear: tremors, brain fog, and difficulty concentrating. Researchers have even found that excess selenium tends to collect in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory. There's another hidden risk too. Brazil nuts naturally absorb barium from the soil. In small doses, the body can handle it, but too much barium can disrupt heart rhythm, which is especially risky for seniors taking heart medications. Have you noticed more fatigue, memory slips, or changes in your hair and nails? It might not be just aging. Sometimes it's what we eat, The safer choice is simple. Swap Brazil nuts for sunflower seeds. They provide selenium in safe amounts, along with vitamin E and magnesium, nutrients that truly support healthy aging without the risk of overload. Bottom line, Brazil nuts may sound like a miracle food, but after 60, they're more of a nutritional trap. Protect your memory and your heart by choosing safer alternatives. Worst nut number 2, peanuts. Peanuts are everywhere. They're cheap, filling, and often marketed as heart-healthy. But here's the truth many people don't realize. Peanuts aren't actually nuts, they're legumes. And hidden inside this everyday snack is one of the most dangerous toxins known to science. That toxin is aflatoxin, produced by molds that can grow on peanuts during storage. The World Health Organization classifies it as a Group 1 carcinogen, in the same category as tobacco smoke. Regulators may set limits, but for older adults, even small amounts are risky. Why? Because after 60, the liver loses about a third of its detox power. Instead of clearing toxins quickly, your body starts to store them. Each scoop of peanut butter or handful of peanuts adds to a toxic load that's harder and harder to handle. But aflatoxin isn't the only issue. Peanuts are also packed with omega-6 fatty acids, more than 4,000 milligrams per ounce. The ideal balance between omega-6 and omega-3 is about 4:1, but peanuts push that ratio wildly out of balance. It's like throwing gasoline on the fire of inflammation. For seniors, that can mean stiffer joints, more artery damage, and faster memory decline. Digestive issues are another problem. As we age, stomach acid decreases, making it harder to break down peanut proteins. That's why gas, bloating, and poor nutrient absorption are so common after eating peanuts. And even if you've eaten them your whole life, your immune system can suddenly turn against them after 60. These late-onset sensitivities don't always show up as a rash or swelling. Instead, they can appear as fatigue, brain fog, or worsening arthritis, symptoms that are easy to mistake for aging. Have you noticed more joint pain, low energy, or foggy thinking after eating peanuts or peanut butter? It might not be age. It could be your snack. The safer choices are simple. Swap peanuts for pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. If you love peanut butter, try almond butter or tahini instead. Your body will thank you with clearer energy, healthier joints, and stronger memory. Bottom line, peanuts may look harmless, but after 60, they can quietly chip away at your health. If you're over 60, this is one nut you're far better off avoiding. Worst nut number 1, cashews. Cashews may look like one of the safest choices in the snack aisle. Smooth, creamy, and often marketed as heart-friendly. But for adults over 60, they can bring more hidden risks than benefits. The first concern is oxalates. Cashews are loaded with them, nearly 50 milligrams per ounce. Oxalates bind with calcium and form kidney stones. Since kidney function naturally declines with age, what feels like a harmless handful can quietly increase the chance of painful stones over time. Cashews also contain trace amounts of urushiol, the same compound found in poison ivy. While most of it is removed during processing, older immune systems are more sensitive, and even tiny amounts can trigger extra inflammation. For seniors already managing arthritis, heart issues, or cognitive changes, that added burden can be harmful. Blood sugar is another overlooked problem. 1 ounce of cashews has about 9 grams of carbs, which can cause quick spikes and crashes. For the nearly half of older adults living with diabetes or prediabetes, those swings can drain energy and strain the heart. There's also phytic acid, a compound that binds to minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron, nutrients critical for bone strength, muscle function, and memory. Eating cashews too often can slowly rob the body of what it needs most for healthy aging. And don't forget how they're processed. Many cashews are roasted in oils or treated with additives that increase oxidative stress, feeding into inflammation, the root of most chronic diseases after 60. A safer choice? Walnuts to support the brain, almonds to protect the heart, or pecans for antioxidant power. These provide real benefits without the risks cashews carry. So while cashews may look harmless, for older adults, they often take away more from your health than they give back. We've now seen the 4 nuts that can quietly chip away at your health after 60. But here's the good news: not every nut is harmful. In fact, some are powerful allies for your heart, brain, and joints. The key is knowing which ones to choose. So let's turn to the 4 best nuts you should enjoy regularly. Foods that can truly help you stay sharp, strong, and independent as you age. Best nut number 4. Pecans. Pecans aren't just for pies or holiday tables. For adults over 60, they're one of the smartest snacks you can eat daily. What sets pecans apart is their antioxidant power. On the ORAC scale, they score nearly 18,000 per 100 grams, higher than blueberries, cranberries, or even dark chocolate. After 60, when the body produces more free radicals and natural defenses weaken, antioxidants are essential for protecting cells from damage. The brain benefits the most. Starting at age 40, our brains shrink about 5% every decade. This loss contributes to memory problems and slower thinking. Pecans supply oleic acid, the same healthy fat in olive oil, plus polyphenols that shield brain cells. A long-term study from Loma Linda University found seniors who ate pecans 5 times per week had 43% less cognitive decline than those who didn't. Their brain scans even showed healthier gray matter in memory-critical regions. Pecans also help with blood sugar control. Despite their natural sweetness, they have a glycemic index of just 10, meaning they cause almost no spikes or crashes. That makes them ideal for seniors managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. The best way to enjoy them? Stick to about 1 ounce a day, roughly 19 pecan halves. Snack on them mid-morning or mid-afternoon for steady energy. Choose raw or lightly toasted pecans, unsalted, and avoid candied or glazed varieties. You can even grind them into a meal to coat chicken or fish, adding crunch and extra antioxidants. With their antioxidants, healthy fats, and steady energy, pecans are a simple, tasty way to protect your brain, heart, and blood sugar as you age. Best nut number 3. Pistachios. Pistachios are more than just a fun snack to crack open. For adults over 60, these small green nuts are a true anti-aging ally, protecting your eyes, muscles, heart, and digestion. Let's begin with vision. Pistachios contain the highest levels of lutein and zeaxanthin of any nut. These compounds act like natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Since the body's production of these nutrients drops with age, pistachios help replenish what your eyes need most. Muscle health is another benefit. Each ounce provides 6 grams of complete protein, all the essential amino acids your body requires. After 60, muscle naturally declines 3 to 8% per decade. Pistachio protein is gentle on aging kidneys, unlike heavier animal proteins, making it an ideal way to maintain strength without strain. Your heart benefits too. In a Penn State study, adults over 60 who ate 1.5 ounces of pistachios daily for 4 weeks saw a 30% improvement in arterial flexibility and lower blood pressure. The secret lies in arginine, which boosts nitric oxide to relax vessels, plus antioxidants that keep arteries youthful and elastic. Digestion also improves. With 3 grams of fiber per ounce, pistachios support regularity and feed healthy gut bacteria, critical since constipation affects nearly 40% of seniors. Worried about calories? Pistachios are the lowest calorie nut at 159 calories per ounce. Eating them in shell slows you down, naturally improving portion control. Aim for about 1 ounce daily, around 49 pistachios. Choose unsalted, in-shell varieties, and enjoy them as an afternoon snack or sprinkled over oatmeal. With their unique mix of eye-protecting antioxidants, muscle-friendly protein, and heart-healthy compounds, pistachios are a small snack that delivers big benefits for healthy aging. Best nut number 2, almonds. Almonds aren't just a popular snack. For adults over 60, they're one of the most powerful everyday foods for protecting the brain, heart, sleep, and digestion. Let's start with the brain. Almonds are rich in alpha-tocopherol, a special form of vitamin E that shields brain cells from oxidative stress. After 60, this stress is one of the main drivers of memory decline. Studies show seniors who eat almonds regularly perform better on memory and attention tests because vitamin E strengthens neural connections and slows brain shrinkage. Magnesium is another reason almonds shine. Each ounce provides about 80 milligrams, or 20%, of daily needs. Yet nearly 70% of adults over 60 are deficient. Low magnesium is linked to muscle cramps, restless sleep, irregular heartbeats, and even anxiety. The magnesium in almonds is highly absorbable, working naturally with other nutrients for better effect than most supplements. Your heart also benefits. A Stanford study of nearly 5,000 older adults found that daily almond intake reduced cardiovascular risk by 45%. Almonds lower LDL, bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, good cholesterol. Just 1.5 ounces daily dropped LDL by 31 points and raised HDL by 8 within 12 weeks. Almonds even support digestion. They feed beneficial gut bacteria like bifidobacterium and lactobacillus, which produce compounds that calm inflammation throughout the body. Since gut diversity drops by about 40% after 60, this support is crucial. For best results, soak almonds overnight to improve absorption. A healthy portion is 1 ounce daily, about 23 almonds. Choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted varieties, and avoid added oils or sugars. Almond flour or homemade almond milk are great ways to add variety. With their unique mix of brain-protecting vitamin E, heart-healthy fats, and calming magnesium, almonds are more than a snack. They're a daily tool for sharper memory, steadier heart rhythms, and better sleep. Best nut number 1, walnuts. If there's one nut that truly deserves the title miracle food for seniors, it's the walnut. This brain-shaped nut isn't just symbolic. It contains compounds that directly support memory, heart health, sleep, and longevity. What makes walnuts unique is their omega-3 content. They're the only nut rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3. Just 1 ounce provides 2.5 grams of ALA. After 60, when inflammation drives heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline, ALA becomes essential. It lowers inflammatory markers, reduces arterial plaque, and protects circulation. The brain benefits are equally powerful. Walnuts combine omega-3s with vitamin E, folate, and melatonin to form a neuroprotective shield. Research shows seniors who eat walnuts daily perform better on memory tests, display brain activity patterns closer to younger adults, and have a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. In long-term studies, walnut eaters showed far fewer amyloid plaques, the hallmarks of dementia, than non-eaters. Walnuts also guard the heart. In the large pre-dimed trial of older adults, adding walnuts to a Mediterranean diet reduced heart attack risk by nearly half and cut stroke rates by 46%. That's a dramatic impact from a simple daily habit. And then there's sleep. As melatonin production drops with age, many older adults struggle with restless nights. Walnuts naturally provide melatonin, along with tryptophan and magnesium, helping restore deeper, more refreshing rest. Eating them in the evening may gently support the body's natural sleep cycle. For best results, aim for 1 to 2 ounces daily, about 14 to 28 walnut halves. Choose raw, unsalted, ideally organic walnuts, and store them in the fridge to keep their delicate oils fresh. With their unmatched mix of omega-3s, antioxidants, and natural sleep support, walnuts are not just a snack, they're a daily investment in memory, heart health, and independence after 60. We've now uncovered the 4 nuts that can quietly harm your health after 60, and the 4 that can help protect your memory, heart, and independence. The choice is simple but powerful. By avoiding the wrong ones and adding the right ones, every handful becomes a step toward a sharper mind, stronger body, and longer life. Start small, stay consistent, and let these simple changes work for you.